Advocacy, the future of legal drafting. Today's discussion is going to explore one of the most important questions shaping the future of the legal profession. Can artificial intelligence transform legal drafting while preserving ethics, reasoning, and human judgments? We are truly excited to have you all here for this insightful and future oriented conversation. So, before we formally begin, let me ask you all something. Traditionally, legal drafting has always depended upon human reasoning, interpretation, and detailed legal analysis. But today, AI tools are entering courtrooms, law firms, compliance departments, and even legal education. So the question is, will AI become a threat to advocacy, or can it become a responsible assistant that improves efficiency, research, and drafting quality for lawyers? Can technology and legal ethics coexist? You may share your thoughts in the chat box or you can unmute yourself and answer the question. I repeat, you all can share your thoughts in the chat box or directly unmute yourself and give your views. Okay, Shakshi is saying it can become efficient assistant but cannot replace lawyers. Okay.
It totally depends on how good you are at prompt, and it
Okay, sir.
cannot replace lawyers at all.
Okay, sir. So those are some really thoughtful perspectives, and that is exactly what today's session aims to explore. So today's session is organized by Education and Curriculum POD of the Collective Council in collaboration with our knowledge and institutional partners with the aim of creating structured, practical, and future-oriented legal learning experience for the legal community. To guide us through today's discussion, we are honored to have with us Advocate Arundhati Thakur ma'am. So Advocate Arundhati Thakur ma'am is a BA LLB graduate and currently an LLM scholar in corporate law at IILM University, Greater Noida. She brings valuable hands-on experience in legal research and structured legal writing with a special focus on the responsible integration of artificial intelligence into legal drafting and advocacy. Her work particularly emphasizes how AI can enhance efficiency and accessibility in legal practice without compromising legal reasoning, ethics, or professional responsibility. She is also the author of the published research paper titled Opacity, Equality, and Political Finance Evaluating the Supreme Court's 2024 Verdict on Electoral Bond, published in Law Foyer International Journal of Doctrine Legal Research. Additionally, she has an upcoming international publication focusing on ICC, ICJ, non-enforcement, and global power asymmetries, reflecting her strong engagement with constitutional values, democratic accountability, and global governance. Her academic research and conference engagements meaningfully shape her perspectives on modern legal drafting and the evolving relationship between law and technology. So we are truly delighted and grateful to have her with us today. So over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Kanav. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. I'm Advocate Arundhati Thakur, and I teach courses on AI and ethics on the TCC platform. Today, I want to have a real, practical conversation with you all, not about the hype around AI, but about what it actually means for you as future legal professionals. The legal field is undergoing one of the most significant transformations in its history. Technology is no longer just a background tool now. It is becoming more of a central to how law is practiced, researched, and argued. But here's the key thing I want you to hold on to throughout this session is that AI is not here to replace lawyers. as has been said by other participants previously as well. It is here to assist you only if you know how to use it wisely and ethically. So, over the next 30 minutes or so, we will explore the intersection of AI and advocacy together. And by the end, you will have a cleaner picture of the opportunities ahead and the responsibilities that come with them. Now, coming to the next slide, before we dive in, let me quickly walk you through what we will cover today. So, you know exactly what to expect. Uh, Kanak, please change the slide. Hmm. Thank you. First, we will talk about why learning AI is important for you as law students right now, not in 5 years, but today. Second, we will look at how AI can help you in your future legal careers across a range of practice areas. Third, we will take a close look at the AI tools and platforms that are actually available in India, tools that you can start exploring this week or today itself. And finally, and this is perhaps the most important part, we will discuss the ethical and responsible use of AI because knowing how to use a tool is half the story. Knowing when not to use it and how to use it with integrity is what separates a good advocate from a great one. Now, moving on to the next slide, which is why learning AI is important for law students. Let us start with the big picture here. Why should a law student care about AI? Consider the scenario that a few years ago, a junior associate at a law firm might spend an entire day searching through case databases, reading judgments, and compiling research. Today, an AI tool can surface the 10 most relevant cases in under a minute. The associate who knows how to use that tool and, more importantly, how to critically evaluate what it produces becomes far more valuable far faster. See, now this is not a future scenario that I'm talking about. It is happening right now in law firms across India and globally. The legal industry is becoming technology driven, and the students who enter the profession understanding both law and technology will have a real competitive edge, not just in landing opportunities I'm talking about, but in doing the work better, by being more accurate, more thorough, and more efficient for their clients. Think of AI literacy as a new foundational skill, as important to your legal career today as learning to draft a plaint or argue a motion. So, moving on to before we move on to the next slide, just a quick show of hands. You can thumbs up that how many of you have used an AI tool for any purpose in the last week? Just a thumbs up. So see to see how many people are using AI currently for the legal work or doing their assignments and projects or anything. Because I know most of you are law students. Okay, so many of you have used. Okay, so now we can move to the next slide, which is changes which are happening in the legal profession. So in the here we are what exactly we're talking about is changing. Let us be specific for that. See, law firms, corporate legal departments, startups, and even courts are now adopting digital tools and AI systems for a wide range of tasks. For example, such as your legal research, which used to mean hours in law library or databases, can now be accelerated dramatically. Another is your contract analysis, which might take a senior associate a full day, can be done at a scale with AI assistant review. Few others are your compliance management, case summarization, document drafting, and data organization, to name a few, are all the areas where technology is making inroads. Now, does this mean that law is becoming mechanical? Absolutely not. What it means is that the routine, that the time intensive part of legal work are being automated, which frees up lawyers to do what only humans can do. That is your strategic thinking, client counseling, courtroom advocacy, and exercising ethical judgment. The legal professionals who thrive in this environment will not be those who resist technology, but they will be the ones who harness it intelligently. And that is precisely why this workshop exists. Your journey into understanding AI starts here. But here is something worth noting from the outset is that as AI takes over the routine parts of legal work, what becomes more valuable, not less, is your ethical judgment, the lawyer's ethical judgment. The legal professionals who thrive will not just be those who use AI efficiently, but those who know when not to trust it, when to push back on it, and when the stakes are too high to rely on it at all. I see some people have raised hand. We will answer the queries at the end. We will do a question and answer. So if you have any queries, you can ask them. So now please move to the next slide, which is AI saves time and improves efficiency. In that, let us get practical. That what AI can actually do for a lawyer day to day. First, it can summarize lengthy judgments for you. A Supreme Court judgment that runs to say for 80 pages can be condensed into a structured summaries in minutes. It can find relevant case laws quickly across multiple jurisdictions as well, and it can draft the initial version of basic legal documents such as your non-disclosure agreements, NDAs, employment agreements, standard pleadings, which gives the lawyer a solid starting point rather than a blank page. It can also organize volumes of legal information, and it can generate research outlines that help the lawyer structure their thinking before diving deep further. Now, and this is very critical that none of these outputs can be used as is. Every summary which AI provides to you needs to be read. Every case citation that AI gives you needs to be verified, and every draft needs to be reviewed and refined. AI gives you the first draft, but not the final product. But the time saved is real. And the time saved can be redirected towards strategy, towards understanding your client's situation more deeply, towards sharpening your arguments for court. You can think of AI as a very capable, very fast research intern who never gets tired, but who you must always supervise. Moving on to the next slide, which mentions the better career opportunities. Here, what it means for your career specifically, what AI means for your career specifically, is that knowledge of AI and legal technology open doors in places you might not have expected. Of course, there are the traditional destinations such as your corporate law firms and compliance departments, but increasingly, there are exciting opportunities as well in the legal field that companies are building the tools that are we discussing today. There are plenty of companies. There are startups that need legally trained professionals who also understand technologies. There are research organizations which are studying the intersection of law, policy, and AI. And there are international legal service firms that are looking for professionals who can work across global digital environments as well. The landscape, is expanding, not contracting. And those who position themselves at the intersection of law and technology will find themselves in high demand. And I want to be direct with you. In the near future, employers will not just prefer candidates who understand both law and technology. In many settings, they will expect it, that they will want it to mandatory requirement that you understand how technology works, like how AI tools work, and this they will expect you to understand both law and technology. So starting to build that literacy today puts you ahead of the curve. Kanak, I think the PPT is not, your screen is not shared anymore.
Yes, ma'am. Let me check.
Yeah. Yes, please move to a slide where AI as a learning assistant mentioned. I guess it's slide 7. Next slide. Yes, yes, this one. Thank you. Now, Let us talk about something that is immediately useful to every single person in this workshop, that AI as a learning assistant for law students. I know many of the law students have joined today. So you can use AI tools to simplify complex legal concepts. If you are, for example, reading a dense constitutional law judgment and struggling to parse the ratio, you can ask an AI tool to explain it in layman language and then go back to the original text with a clearer understanding. That is the legitimate and powerful way to learn. Also, you can create notes and summaries. You can ask AI to help you understand how a particular judgment fits into the broader evolution of case laws, or you can practice drafting, like writing a clause, asking for feedback from the AI, and rewrite it and build your skills iteratively. You can also prepare structured presentations and assignments outlines faster and with more confidence. And when used properly, AI becomes a personalized study assistant that is available to you at any hour. But, and I say this as someone who has spent considerable time thinking about this through my course at uh, TCC, properly is the operative word here. Using AI to understand a concept is learning, but submitting AI generated work as your own without disclosure is academic dishonesty, and you have to learn the difference between the two. There is a clear and important line between the two, and you must always know on which side of that line you are standing. Now, moving on to the next slide, which is limitations of AI. Now that we arrive at what I consider as one of the most important parts of this entire workshop, the limitations of AI. Understanding these is not pessimism; it is a professional responsibility as well. AI can provide incorrect information, which we say that AI hallucinates. It does not always know when it does not know something, and it can state facts confidently that are simply wrong, which does not even exist. Perhaps most dangerously for lawyers, AI can generate fake case citations, and there are documented instances as well of lawyers submitting briefs to courts that cited cases which did not exist, cases which are purely invented by an AI. This has led to professional consequences and damaged reputations as well. If you take nothing else from today, take this. Never cite a case in any legal document without verifying it yourself in an authoritative database, such as your Indian Qanun, Case Mine, Manupatra, SEC Online, whichever is available to you. Indian Qanun is free, you can use it. Manupatra and SEC is paid versions, but many colleges provide it to students as well. And crucially, AI cannot take ethical responsibility. When an AI tool gives you wrong advice and you act on it, the professional and legal responsibility is entirely yours. The AI has no bar license to lose, no reputation to protect, and no duty of care to your client. But you do. So lawyers must always verify legal information before using it professionally. This is not just good advice, it is a professional obligation as well. Now, moving on to the next slide, which is legal AI tools and platforms in India which are available. We are just listing a few of them. There are plenty of them. You can search online as well. For the free AI tools, you have your Chat GPT, which is developed by the OpenAI, and it is most widely known for general purpose AI assistant. It is capable and accessible and a good place to start exploring for you. If you are using it for the first time or you are a beginner at this, you can use it for the conceptual explanations, the summarizations, and drafting practice. But, and this is the most important thing, always verify legal specifics, please. Next is your Perplexity AI. It is particularly useful for research tasks because it cites its sources at its answers. At the end of the sentence, it cites where it has taken it from, so you can cross-check it, cross-verify it without much difficulty. And next is your Google's Gemini, which integrates with other Google services as well, and a strong general purpose tool, which has growing capabilities as well. And others are your Claude AI, which forms the Word documents as well for you, and is also a very general purpose tool available. Next is your paid legal database with AI features. See, Manupatra, you have all heard of Manupatra, LexisNexis, SCC Online, and Westlaw. Westlaw, and there are plenty others, specific tools, subscription-based tools. They are not free as well, which entirely work for the Indian law. You can search online as well. For the Manupatra, it is India's leading legal database, and every law student knows about it. It has its own AI enhanced interface for searching Indian case laws and legislation. So if your institution provides access, you can explore it thoroughly. Next is your LexisNexis. It is also a global legal research platform with sophisticated AI tools for case analysis and legal research. There are plenty tools as well which help you in drafting, so you can search for them as well. But they're all subscription based. No site is free. So my strong recommendation in this area is to start with the free tools to build your fluency first, and then as you move into practice or internships, learn the premium databases because they are the industry standards, and knowing them sets you apart. Moving, before we end today's session, I want to discuss about ethics as well because it is one of the most important or the most important part. And I want to be clear. This is not a formality we are rushing through at the end. This is the foundation that holds everything else together. As advocates, you will carry duties towards your clients, to courts, and to society. Those duties do not pause because you use the technology tool. If anything, using AI introduces new dimensions to your responsibility. Now, let me give you a framework to think about this. There are three questions I encourage you to ask every time you use an AI in legal work. First is that, can I verify this? Because every piece of information that AI gives you must be independently verified before it enters any professional work. For example, if you're drafting any legal notice or any contract, or and you're mentioning certain sections or certain cases in that, and AI gives you that this case states this that, and this is useful for you. Just don't print it out as it is. Verify it first, and after independently verifying, you will know that that does this case actually stands for what AI mentions or not, or does this case even exist or not. Okay, so citing facts, legal positions, all of it, check all of it, no exceptions. Second is this transparent? See, if you use AI to assist in drafting documents, does your client know that you have used AI, or does the court know if disclosure is required? As far as I know, there is no disclosure required right now. So, but see, transparency is not just an ethical value, it is becoming a legal requirement in some jurisdictions as well. And the conversation is evolving rapidly in India as well. So, I cannot guarantee for future that there will be no there will be situation where you have to disclose that you have used AI or not. There might be. Third, am I still thinking? So, see, the biggest risk of an AI in legal work is not that it gives wrong answers. It is the lawyer that stops exercising their own judgments because the AI sounds so confident. What your job is not to relay what the AI has said. Your job is to analyze, advise, and advocate. AI is a starting point, obviously, not a conclusion. So in my course, which is available at TCC platforms, I go into these principles in much greater depth, covering AI governance framework, the Bar Council's evolving guidance on technology use, and the case studies in AI ethics. I encourage you to explore those resources as you continue building your understanding. So now let me leave you with a thought to carry forward that the best advocates in history have always been the ones who mastered the tools of their time. They mastered rhetoric, procedure, evidence, and arguments. Today, those tools include AI. The advocates who will shape the next generation of Indian law will be those who master AI, not as shortcut, but as a skill, and who do so with ethical clarity that the profession demands. You are at the beginning of that journey right now. Today was the first step. The tools are available to you, obviously, the knowledge is accessible. What matters now is that you engage with them thoughtfully and intentionally. If you want to go deeper, particularly on ethics and governance side, I would encourage you to explore the AI and ethics Ethics course available at the TCC platform. The intersection of law and technology and ethics is rich, and there is so much more to discover. And thank you so much for your attention and engagement today. And I'm genuinely excited about the kind of lawyers that you are going to become. Thank you. Over to you, Kanak.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ma'am, for such a delightful session. It was really very insightful and engaging session. Your perspectives on AI, advocacy, ethics, and the future of legal drafting were truly valuable and thought-provoking. We would now open the floor of questions. Party may directly ask the questions by unmuting themselves, or they can drop their questions in the chat box, and I will be presenting few of them to ma'am. I repeat, if any one of you have any question or query, you can put them in the chat box, and I will present a few of them to ma'am.
Ma'am, can I ask a question?
Yeah, yes, then.
Sure, please go ahead.
Yes, good evening, ma'am. I just want to ask you that what should one have technical or technological knowledge, or what should one have that course or that uh, expertise so that it makes an impact in internship or job further? Like basically in
Hi.
like
Yes, yes, please speak.
Like basically, if we talk about technology, field jobs and everything, in some jobs we need languages like Java and everything. So in law field, what we particularly need to be have that impact on your internship?
See, Java and everything is for computer science students. You don't have to master coding or anything for
Yeah,
law.
yeah.
By technology here, I mean AI tools. AI tools like basic subscription-free tools you can also use because when you go for internships, say any law firm, they want you to draft any document, they want you to draft any contract. So instead of spending the whole day researching how that is drafted, downloading the drafts from 10 different sites and then putting facts, what you can do is that you can use AI to generate a draft, then you can put in all the information, or you can use, see, ethically I'm saying do not put the client's confidential information on the AI in the AI tools, but you can generate a draft and then you can use that as a starting point to draft further, and it will cost you like, it will like you will spend 2 or 3 hours maximum on that. So if you master the prompting, what prompts should I give to get the desired results? And it won't happen in one day. Prompting is a trial and error effort. Once you will give a prompt, the AI will give you a result which is not fully satisfactory, but okay, so result. Then you will try again, and then it will give a result. Because if you AI strategically and you give perfect prompts, it can save you countless of hours. So it will be useful in internships that way. Obviously, your seniors will guide you as well. But if you know that you will tell at the internships, like I know how to use a Claude or Chat GPT, and by using them, I mean you know how to give perfect prompts to get desired results. Not just that "Okay, I know how can I open a Claude and type in just any random things. How can I use it? And I know how to use it ethically. That will give you a definitely an advantage at the internships. I think I'm clear what I said, Sandeep.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Does anyone have any question? Yes, ma'am. There's a question coming from Farid Uddin. He's saying, uh,
Hello, Farid. Yes, how can cyber laws deal with crimes committed using AI? See, as you are saying that you are from Pakistan, the laws are different there. I don't know if the cyber laws are evolved there or not, or how much of it is being in the functioning there. And India itself, it is also evolving law. Nothing is set in stone right now as the technology, because technology is advancing day by day. This week it's something, next week you have something new launched, something entirely different. So there we have DPDP Act. I don't know if you know about it or not. I don't know about the Pakistan if they have such laws or not, but it is evolving, and we have to wait for 1 or 2 years maximum, minimum, to be say, when we see a very, a statutory law that will address these things, AI and all, because currently no law right now addresses these things. I think I answered your question.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Now I would like to invite Ashrita ma'am for basic introduction of our LMS portal of courses.
Thank you, Kanak. I hope I am audible and visible.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Yeah, thank you. So, thank you everyone once again for being such wonderful audience throughout today's session. And I'm Ashrita, serving as Learning Experience Designer at Collective Council. And I'm here to briefly introduce you all about the flagship initiatives, that is the new program, Accelerator Programs. So each accelerator program is designed in such a way that it includes the four components. So the first component is expert mentorship, and second, job simulations, third is practical courses, and lastly, networking and career guidance. So these programs are carefully designed with inputs from the academic partners, leading institutions, and highly efficient law firms to help the students to build the legal skills the practically, but not just theoretically. And I've received few queries in this program asking that what are the skills that are needed for the internships and certain law firms, right? So this is where you can learn. So this program gives you the practical skills that is needed for the various law firms. And since the today's session revolves around the AI and the technology, and I would especially encourage you to explore our AI and technology law accelerator, which was designed for the students who want to stay ahead in the evolving legal industry, as exactly ma'am said in this session, and understand the intersection of law, AI, and the digital regulation that was upgrading daily. And this is not just another course, it's a serious ecosystem focused mentorship, practical exposure, accountability, and the career growth. So if you generally want to grow faster with the practical skills and stop figuring everything out alone, so this is program is built for you. So I'm sharing the registration link in the chat box as well as in the WhatsApp group. You can join there, and I hope you will register for this accelerator programs, and see you for the upcoming sessions and the initiatives as well. So thank you and have a great day ahead.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We'd love to hear your thoughts on today's session. Kindly take a minute to fill out the feedback form that will be shared in the chat box. Your feedback helps us improve and continue bringing meaningful learning opportunities for legal community. So before we conclude, let's capture this wonderful moment with a virtual group picture. We request everyone to kindly turn on your cameras and give us your best smiles. So, on the behalf of the Collective Council, I extend our heartfelt gratitude to Ashrita Thakur ma'am for sharing her valuable knowledge, insights, and experiences with us today. Your session has given participants a meaningful understanding of how artificial intelligence is shaping the future of legal drafting and advocacy. while also reminding us about the importance of ethics, reasoning, and responsibility in legal profession. We sincerely appreciate your time, guidance, and contribution to legal education. I would also like to thank all the volunteers, collaborators, and participants who joined us today and made the session interactive and engaging. We hope to see you all again in our upcoming courses, webinars, and learning initiatives. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening ahead.
Thank you.